And we back on my channel. Hey guys, welcome to my channel, Watch Your Mouth Reviews. This is your boy James, where I am here to give my honest review while trying to watch my mouth. Not gonna happen in this video, but that's all right. We live to find another day. Hey Shayna, thank you for joining me, love. Appreciate you. So we have Love and Marriage Huntsville, Season 8, Episode 15, review and recap. Mrs. Best will be up here shortly with me. She had to take a little moment right now to get her stuff up and running, but she will be right back, you guys, I promise. So before we get into the episode, I don't know what's going on with Love and Marriage Huntsville. It is going on another hiatus again. So, and they do this, but I already thought they went on a hiatus. I don't know what this is, but there's still a lot more to come apparently. So I guess. But we come off on this episode pretty much on the girls' trip because this is all we focusing on throughout these couple of episodes. So all of the ladies are. It's the next morning. We have a scene with Nell talking with Mr. Fletcher and saying, how the trip is going. She also said that she has, bumped heads with Kimmy. She's saying that, she doesn't like it. And she says that, she was not really surprised because Kimmy is a type A personality. She's a type A personality. So, they were bound to have this happen. And I was looking at Nell like, a lot of that has to do with, I feel like Nell, and this is alleged because I can't prove it. I feel like Nell was kind of drunk, and that's why she got into it with Kimmy, and so she got egged on. So I don't know, Nell, you lost me with that one. And in the midst of that, we also see a scene with Tisha and Kimmy in their living quarters. And they're laughing about it, saying how the room is so small, these beds are small, and then they also have to share a room with Destiny when she gets here. So they decide to put Destiny in the corner bed. And they said she is not going to be happy with this and everything. And as they're talking, we also have Stormy and Latricia. Sorry, y'all. She always slips my mind. Latricia. They're talking about, what happened the other night with Mel saying fuck Destiny. Stormy was shocked that she said that because she's like, where does that even come from? And Trish was like, I have no idea. It's crazy that she said that like that. And I'm just like, she's not friends with this lady. So it's like, if that's how she feel, that's how she feel. And we're gonna get more into that, but it was just weird seeing these conversations. So, Mrs. Best, since you're joining us here now, how did you feel about the conversations with Kimmy and Tisha talking about the room and complaining about it once more?
I am so sorry, y'all. I'm on an older computer and it just like died. But I don't know. Tisha was messy. She's messy. Uh, I would just leave it there. The girl is messy. Again, like you said, they're not friends. So if I'm not friends with somebody, it's either, you know, F you or whatever. You're just existing in the world like me.
Exactly.
It's that.
Right.
So I felt like Kimmy was reaching, or not Kimmy. I felt like Tisha was reaching. Kimmy knows that Tisha was reaching, and yeah, I'm sick of her.
hmm
I want her
And
gone.
we all are at this point. So the ladies have decided. Mel's taking them on a day at the beach. They are in St. Thomas. They have jet skis. The ladies, go on the Mel and Tisha, also Trisha, and somebody else went on the jet skis as well. I don't remember who that last person was, but they're all having a good time. Mel calls those two men back over there and everything, and Miss Nail's like, "Look, go ahead, Mel. I would be mad because them boys was cute." And I'm looking at Nail like, "Lord Jesus, you've been out the game too long.
Yeah,
You
you
know,
sound
shit about them
corny.
boys."
You sound corny. Just stay married. It's about Fletcher.
Right. So the girls break off into a couple of groups. We had Stormy, Tisha, and Kimmy in the water at the beach, and then the other ladies, which was Dr. Janita, Lauren, Nail, Melody. I don't know where Trisha was at this point, and Sunny was sitting at this area, and they were pretty much talking. And Shanita goes to look there. The opposite is again, and Mel was like, "Well, why do you keep calling them that?" And she was like, "Well, look, I would just be paranoid every time they would go off on the corner. I would think that they were talking about me." Now, see, at this point, I feel like this is Shanita trying to egg on some shit because I wouldn't care.
I feel like with my friends, I warn them about people even when they're not ready to see it. And then years later, sometimes they'll come to be like, "You was right, you was right." And she need to give me that energy because she right, she can't be trusted. Like the way that she moves, she tells on herself.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. I'm not saying she's her. I'm not saying the operative of what she's saying is wrong. No, she's absolutely right. But I feel like at the same time, we on the beach, we on vacation. I'm not tripping. Like if it were me and you was telling me, like, "Look, I ain't tripping off them. Let them talk. Let them do what they want to do. I'm here to have fun." And I just wouldn't make every moment a moment about them. Is what I'm saying. Like I just wouldn't. Like it just wouldn't be all about that. So we then pan over to um Destiny, not Destiny, not Destiny yet. Stormy, Tisha, and Kimmy, and they're talking about Melody saying "fuck Destiny," and Stormy asks, "Was Destiny coming?" Tisha and Mel are friends. Mel didn't need this warning, and Mel can't be trusted either. I agree with that. Somewhat I agree with
No, I
that.
fully agree with that because, in my opinion, whenever somebody is a producer on a show or involved in it, I feel like she feels like she could move a little bit differently, and especially with how she handles her fans, the ones that do too much. I fully agree. I fully agree. I just think
Hmm.
Tisha is messy with her messiness.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
she's a dingbat in my opinion, but hey.
Yeah, and then exactly. So when Kimmy and Tisha and Storm are at the beach talking, and she goes, "Well, is Destiny coming?" She goes, "Yeah, she'll be here today. I actually need to go meet up with her to give her pre warning because Sunny is here, and obviously Mel's not feeling her, so I need to make sure that she's warned about this." And to some degree, I'm gonna give Tisha this benefit. I feel like I would want to be warned as well, and you know, given the situation, especially if I was talked about the night before, I would want to be warned in this way as well. So I could appreciate it to some degree. So after they finish talking, they go up to the ladies and everything. And as the women are talking, Mel's all like, "Look, I don't care who here. We kind of trying to have a good time and everything." And Tisha was all like, "Yeah, I understand that." And I was so busy looking at Sunny because she just seemed so out of place when she was talking. It just seemed like, oh my gosh. I forget she's there, but I know she's there. It's one of those situations where the person who you're not really trying to affiliate with or you're not trying to really see is just there trying to make her mark. And it's like, Sunday, I can't tell if you producing or if you just really trying to get on the show next season. It's so weird seeing her
Deer in headlights.
there. Right. So Tisha goes up to the house to go meet up with Destiny. Destiny gets there wearing this T-shirt with her mugshot saying "Case dismissed." Which case we talking about, Destiny? The one from January or the one from May? Which case we talking about here? I just want to know because you weren't clear. Was it before you got just rearrested this last time? Hey, HK. So I
If
just
you
thought that
go
shirt
wear the shirt, talk about the cases.
right
But
because
instead, you choose to be aligned with the storyline. If you really didn't want nothing to do with Sonny and Moses and all of them, I'd be talking about the cases, my struggles as a single mom, the chicken man. I'd be talking about my friendship with Martell, anything but interacting on camera, trying to give the people a platform if I was really mad. So,
exactly, exactly my point. So Tisha pretty much tells Destiny what's been going on. She says, "I need to let you know that Sunny is here." And Destiny was like, "Okay." Like, she ain't no problem for me. And she then talks about Mel and this whole situation of Mel and them not necessarily on this trip, but a prior conversation where they were doing that planting thing. And they talked about Destiny, and Kimmy had brought up the point where Destiny's never slept with your man, has she? And Mel was like, I don't know what Destiny does. Pretty much saying that she's not insinuating that she has, but she's kind of saying she's not sure. Like she's probably suspected it, but she's not sure. And Destiny in her confessional said, let's be clear, me and Martell have never slept together. Now, if I could have him and her if I wanted to. Basically insinuated something else. And it was kind of like, so where are you going with this, Destiny? Like, why do we always got to run around in circles with you? Just say what it is and just leave it at that. Because in real time, in today's time, Mel has disputed that, saying that she ain't never been propositioned for no Destiny in no situation with her Martell. So she don't know where Destiny pulled that out of, but she just said that it didn't happen. So I'm like, okay, so Mel's disputing it in today's time, which Mel, I don't know why you responded to that because I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have said shit. I'd be like, let her say what she wants to say. Because she's digging her own grave with her tongue at this point. So let her say what she wants. But pretty much the ladies are kind of like, in these separate groups where they're going shopping and, they're going to meet up for dinner later. And it's going to be quite an interesting night because we spent a lot on just these little bitty scenes. But after the ladies get there, Destiny, this is her first time seeing Sunny since that whole gala thing that Stormy was hosting. And we got to talk about this timeline again. And I'm like, why do we have to talk about this timeline again? Y'all, I'm being honest when I say I don't care at this point. They're married now. I don't care about timeline. I don't care if Destiny had Moses from January up to October and Sunny had it from September to December. I don't care because it's like, what does that matter now? They're married. And karma gonna get, if it was wrong, karma gonna get them. So I don't understand why we had to keep going as they was pulling out text messages from all other directions. Destiny talking about, I got text message from October saying I love you, baby, and this and that. Sonny's all like, well, that was him. He was dating multiple women, and we got married. After we started
The
dating for
only
90 days.
receipt that would have mattered, Destiny, is to show a receipt from December. Whenever they got married, I believe that was the month. That is the only form of a receipt that the people are willing to accept. Please. And this goes back to what James said. It's like, she just be talking and talking and talking and not really saying nothing, like truly talking in circles. We don't care what happened leading up to that because it sounded like he was talking to Destiny, to Sunny, and to some other people, according to Sunny's story and all of that. But I don't want to see any receipt unless that shit is from December and not December 1st, okay? And not December 2nd, after date of marriage. Other than that, I really could give a flying you know what, but I'm tired of hearing about this as a
I
whole.
am too. Like, because the ladies were arguing about it. It was kind of like, what are we arguing about? All for Sunday to say, you know what, Destiny, I did not consider you a friend, and that's just what it was. And as soon as Sunny said that, it'd have been like, okay, well then case closed. She didn't consider her a friend. She got with somebody she messed with. She ended up marrying him. What else do we need? Was Sunny wrong? Yes. I'm going to put it on. Sunny was absolutely wrong because regardless if she was your friend or not, that's still somebody you knew, somebody's business that you knew, and you knew that at one point that was her man. So
Absolutely.
yes, so yes, she's
Absolutely.
wrong. But at the end of the day, I don't care because at the end of it all, him and Destiny were not married, and at the end of the day, I'm one of those people, like, if you were not married to the person, then I'm not gonna really fault her for taking her shot. I'm really not, because that's just me. I'm not gonna fault somebody. If I wasn't married to somebody, I have no more attachment to you. I have no binding paperwork with you. So I don't care what you do. And just don't trust that girl again. That's all y'all got to do. Y'all make this harder than what it needs to be. And it's more so on Destiny's side than it is on Sunny. Because Sunny don't care what that man did. It wasn't even within the 90 days she was with him when Destiny put out that one text message from October. She didn't
That's
even
why
care about
Sunny's
that.
not Sunny's meant to be behind the camera, and I'm not saying that to be rude at all, because if she was meant to be on reality TV or had the personality for it, she would have just been flat out said to this girl the whole time, "I don't care what happened. I'm married now." And that's it. She would have been like,
That's
"Fuck
what
you. I'm married. I don't care. Be mad about what you're mad about. We married." But instead, she keeps explaining herself. The story didn't change. I
I
just
I agree. It's like I wouldn't keep explaining this shit. I'm married. Oh well, get over it. Like I'm
get
not gonna
over
sit up
it.
here. I'm not gonna be here going around timelines. I don't care. And Sunny has made that evident. She does not care. So therefore, throw your hands up and say, okay, well, I'm done with the situation. Like I wouldn't be like as if it was me, y'all. I'm built differently. I would not trip. Even when I found out, I would not trip. I'd be like, okay. Especially if I knew, and this is where I kind of feel like it wasn't all Moses that was bad. That's just all I'm gonna say because she wouldn't be this hurt if it was Moses was just some fuck boy that just was really just through. Moses gives me that he's very generous in lots of different avenues, and that he really does have a good heart when it comes down to it. I think that that's really what it is, and I feel like he's probably more inclined and more stable than Liberic was. That's what I'm getting out of this
Uses his
situation.
stability so that whoever he puts his eggplant emoji inside of, he can afford to give them whatever the hell they want so that he hears as minimal bitching as possible. He is this show has a habit, like the females be so caught up bickering and yapping at each other about what these men do that they kind of sometimes forget to hold the men accountable. And I'm like, Moses is always away. Sonny done had to answer for this man so many times, and he did something bad too, allegedly. So I'm over
No,
all of them. Yeah, she
love is
does.
dope.
You're right.
I I don't think I actually disagree. I don't think she feels guilty about it at all. I think she doesn't want to look like the person in the wrong, which doesn't necessarily mean that's a guilt thing. That means that she's just trying to say that what happened between him and her does not affect her directly, between him and Destiny. That's
I
how
think
I
she
feel.
feels guilty because she can't
I
acknowledge
don't think so.
the friendship. But it could be both things. She could have guilt and she could also not care anymore because she's married. But one thing I will say, that girl do not give a damn about Destiny's feelings or none of that. She just does not care. She don't care. Shayna.
For
He
me,
ain't got no good heart. That's not how you find a wife, juggling a bunch of females at the same time until you pick the contender with the biggest forehead. That's not how it goes. That's not how it goes. Because Sunny has said herself he was talking to a couple of different people. The only thing they confirmed is he was not with Destiny at the time. So they just feel some type of way because they were becoming cool and girl code was broken. But it's not that deep. Like I wish they just say girl code was broken and keep it moving.
love is dope. I'm not saying LeBerick wasn't rich. I said generous. I didn't say he wasn't rich. I think Moses is more generous than LeBerick is. Because remember, LeBerick cut off everything when they were getting divorced. So I'm just saying that part of it. I'm not saying it. But I feel like she does at this point because what's gonna happen to Sonny and Moses is gonna happen to him. And you want to stand free and clear like that. Like I'm just saying. Sunny was happy she was chose. Oh, pick.
Show
Yeah,
was.
exactly. Yes,
Yep.
absolutely, she was. Absolutely, she was happy she was chosen. She was happy that she was the one. That's why she kept saying, "I have the ring," and I'm like, "Girl, that ring don't mean shit.
He
That
said
ring don't mean shit."
listen, the way he got to the ain't no way in hell I'm being picked from a group of bitches like the Powerball. There's no way that is okay. That's the only part of this story that everybody can agree on. The only part. And he probably is because
He probably is.
she's so
Hmm.
busy on this show filming and defending him. We ain't seen a sight of him. So I'm like, he got to
And
be
when they're
talking about
together, we
more.
don't see the draw either. Like, if we really wanted to go back to episodes and see if you and tell me when you see the draw between those two.
I just
It
want
looked
her to
like
consider
business
sex.
casual to me personally. That's what it's giving. So I don't know. That man's opportunist and Sonny is a pick me.
Yep.
There you
Yeah.
go. Just what Shayna said. That's just, so this getting into this argument, it was just crazy. So then we move on to now Melody and Destiny and this whole situation
Oh
with
Lord.
them two. Y'all, I don't have the stamina stability to really be going through this word for word because this was the most ridiculous conversation or argument that I have seen between two people. And this whole situation that came up about Melody and Destiny talking about you was friends with the side chick and you was trying to teach her how to respectably cheat. And I said, Destiny, do you realize how silly that sounds? Do you really like it was ridiculous, but both of them had a point in some point during the conversation. She was happy she was chosen. Meanwhile, he doesn't seem like he doesn't. Yeah, we talking about Moses. No, he doesn't. It's something about Sun. Let me hold on before I get it back on Destiny and Mel. It's something about Sunny that just comes off grimy. I don't know what it is about her. I don't know what it is about Sunny, but she comes off grimy as
I
hell,
think
and it's
separate from
obvious.
all of this, she is the one person out of this weird ass throuple of drama they're trying to create who had a professional obligation to perform in a certain way and conduct herself in a certain way. Like I know it's she's a producer and it's a different realm of work, but it's still your work and it's probably not best to run off and marry someone on the cast who was with somebody else that you was cool with. Like the way that she conducted herself as a whole in general, like professionally bothered me. But, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, they all slow. I just
They
want her to
all
pick like a good wig or frontal with like some bangs. That's it.
She do. She needs some bangs. She needs something, or she need a swoop or something. She needs something because that ain't it. But moving on, and an argument turned into Destiny becoming friends with the side chick. You know, showing up at the house, taking pictures with her on Instagram or whatever that shit was, which was silly. And it was like, Mel, what do you want from her at this point? Because she's picked a side. And it's like, why even divulge into this? Now, where I thought Destiny was saying that, you know, Mel Top was trying to teach how to respectably cheat. And it was like, I don't agree with that because if that was the case, she would still be with Martell today. Like she said. She would still be with him. And I agree with that. She still would be because why would that be a problem? Like the embarrassment that she went through, I feel like to me that doesn't prove any more of a point than your point of her staying with him for those 5 years. That doesn't prove anything. So let's not forget before she and see. I need to see the timeline of this because I know she said that his mother, and her father used to date or some shit like that. I need to see more of a timeline because it seems like this really wasn't the story that we were fed when Destiny first got on the show. So I want to know where because it seemed like it just came out of nowhere. And that's to
Don't
me, I
have
feel like
people with this much history. They should have explained all of it and the connections from the jump. And that tends to be an issue when you got people casted who got history. Like I need to kind of like Family Empire did. I need a tree of the fuckery that may have happened and the drama so that I can fully understand.
right, because to me it was like arguing about 2 points being right. It's like it's pointless. And this is HA's to say that Melody was okay with the cheating. Pretty much. That's what it boils down to. And to me, I feel like that was fed by Martell. I'm sorry. When Mel said that, that made so much sense to me because it kind of makes me feel like, why would she be okay with that? Like, what woman is really okay with her man cheating? And the thing about it is, and I'm gonna put this in perspective for y'all. It can't be business because Mel holds all the licenses license. She had the builder's license. She had the license for the firm, the property reservations license. She had all the licenses. So it couldn't have been the money aspect, or it couldn't have been the business aspect. So what was she really losing in this situation by divorcing Martell? She wasn't losing anything. Dead weight. That's just really what it was to me. It was dead weight. Well, even if she was, she ain't no more, and she left as exactly cold hearted. Yeah. The fact that they were getting away with arguing about this old ass shit is crazy. That's why I'm not gonna talk about it, Shayna. That's why I'm not gonna talk about it, because to me their arguments were not even valid. It's like, you were okay with the side chick. Oh no, you were doing this. It was like, what are we arguing about? This was so crazy to me. Like, and when Tisha jumped, the only part I laughed at is when Tisha tried to pipe in and Mel said, Tisha, I don't need you to step in. Sit back. I got this. Mhm. And that was the only part that I enjoyed. Other than that, they was making my nerves bad with this argument, because it really wasn't going anywhere.
HK made a
Like,
good point too. Like, why, even if that was the case, Destiny, why do you bring this up? Why? What does that do? Why are you bringing up somebody else's feelings? Tisha done started a whole bunch of shit and thought that she would be able to be a part of the conversation. And I was there. I was right there with you, James. Happy when she checked Tisha. Like, girl, just be quiet. You want to bring up some shit and want to tell people I don't like them and cause us to have to go over stuff that's as old as some of their kids. Hey, that's fine. Shut the fuck up and let me talk then, Tisha. I'm just, they really are arguing over something. Like, it don't matter. These people are divorced. They're divorced. They're not together anymore. So it does not matter. But I am looking at Destiny weird, because why was you hanging out with the side chick? That's a little weird. But
that's the only thing I'm questioning too. It's like, you knew what this lady put this woman through, and this was once upon a time your friend. And she goes, I can't help that if she's at his house, like she playing with the kids and stuff. I said, okay, well, you know what? I see. This is what you're supposed to do, Destiny. Okay, I see she's here. I'm gonna leave, and then when she leave, you call me and tell me what time to come over here, because I'm not going to be entertaining that. That's what I would do as a friend. Like, I just would not entertain that. So yes, Tisha cannot produce things. Nope, not at all. That was an epic fail. I'm glad she shut Tisha. Now Tisha was producing to get the heat off of her. Yeah, because she caused this shit.
Yeah.
She caused this shit, and that
then,
shit backfired like crazy.
She gonna be crying at the reunion. Kimmy, I thought we were in a better place, and you say it to the camera. You didn't think I should have brought it up. You was that. Tisha, I can already like predict the way that she's gonna move just based on what we've seen on this show. She really, y'all, I cannot stand that lady. I have tried. Since the first season, the first episode. I do not like her. I just don't. And she getting on my nerves, James. And I want them to figure this show out and fast.
I do too, because that's why I didn't go over everything. Y'all wonder why I didn't go over everything? Is because these arguments were stupid, and it was kind of like, where are we going? Why are we bringing up some shit that happened season 2 and 3? Why is this a topic now? Why we just stay on Trish and this whole she married with whole fiance or whatever that shit is. Like, to me, they skated right over that shit real quick, and it was all like, no, I need Trish to tell that story, that timeline again, to see if that shit still add up today, because it's been 5-6 different times. We were together in 2020, and then we moved in with 2020. No, we really knew each other in 2015. He slid in my DM. No, 2017. I want to see the timeline match. I don't know why nobody did hold, or if they did, Carlos, why you didn't show it? Because I need to hear the timeline from her again to see if it's the same shit we just heard last episode. So yes, I'm tired of hearing about it too. But if she gonna be here, she might as well just go ahead and just say it.
She said the side husband. I want her. I don't understand how these people, not till 2026.
Shayna, let me tell you something. I will drop this show.
And it's not the finale.
It's not. We got a whole other slew of episodes to come.
This is like the third break in a season. Because we've
Hmm.
been recapping this show since since summertime. It's about to be fall. I listen, James. What's happening here?
I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know what's going on with this show. They're going on another damn hiatus, and a bitch they went. But none of it was bully bad as Shanita's business speed show. You know what? And I said this. I said when she was sitting at that beach and I was like, I feel like she was just doing too much. She was doing too much, and I was like, girl, they don't know what it is. She been
That's
friends with
why
lady.
she invited her single friends.
Mm-hmm.
Just create a show with your single friends, Mel, and let these married people be. Because I feel like if you remove Melody from the show and still let her be a producer, make her money, give her own show, what the hell do they have? They're gonna have to switch up the couples, ask them stuff. Because the same things for a whole season have been talked about. Destiny and Sunny and that, and these other. I'm just tired. She was a bully on Football Wives as well.
I vaguely remember her on Football Wise. I knew she was on that show, but I vaguely remember her. She's definitely going to be on the show next season as a friend of Shake My Head. Shanita gives zero patience for you know what Shanita gives? Shanita gives that she has to be loud and right.
Mhm.
And to me, that's a dangerous combination when you are grown up because to me, being loud and right, what does that really get you? Like, where do you really go from there? Like, what is that supposed to solve? Because some people are not going to receive that right. So I don't know. I just feel like um, mm, I, I don't understand where that. I just don't understand Shanita. I don't know about giving Mel a dating show just because she keeps that life so private. I don't think that she would be authentic. I don't. I don't think, and not for no dating, because she said even in that scene she has no desire to be married again. So
I don't
I
believe
just
her.
feel like
I
I don't
don't.
believe her either. But
I don't.
um, I don't want to see Mel in a dating show. I don't either. I don't want to see her because I don't feel like it would be authentic. I just don't. I don't feel like it would be authentic. I don't feel like it would be something that she would really be honest about. I don't.
Mm.
Uh, yeah, I said because we still have yet to meet her man. So I mean, like, she wants to keep it private. So what's the point of giving her a dating show? Now, I do think that Mel should be off the show and just do a back seat. And she could appear like Shawnee on Basketball Wives. She can appear every now and then. I don't mind.
Every
But
now and again, yeah, that would be
yeah,
better
I don't mind
because
her
they're
appearing.
leaning on her for some type of a storyline, in my opinion. There's always something connected to her and Martell or her fans and what they doing, and they not gonna stop. But he said she's
Mhm.
not leaving. She got mad when Heavenly suggested it. Oh Lord. Change is good and is necessary to keep people interested,
Where did
especially
she go off on Heavenly? I met at Heavenly when Heavenly suggested me to get off the show. Was it that live she did with Carlos? Because I actually agreed with Heavenly. I feel like she should just come to Atlanta and start a whole new franchise and let them just
she
sail
could
the
have
boat
her
out.
own shows and she could do a lot. She doesn't need them. And they're just gonna keep fighting with her and making a thing with the Martell thing and hanging out with him and all of this stuff. And I'm
Yeah.
tired of seeing him too. I'm glad we haven't had to really deal with him too much.
Mhm. Oh, with Carl. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I did see that. Yeah, that's the line I'm talking about. Okay. So here's my thing. I feel like they should do a whole new cast, like Shayna said, a whole new cast. I feel like if they are going to bring people back, I feel like the only person that I would want to see back, like in any capacity, would be Stormy and Courtney. If I'm going to see anybody else on the show, I would want to see them back and then have them. But I don't want to see no Trish and no Ken. I don't want to see them because they had their opportunity to be honest. They are full of shit, both of them.
I
So
think they've been both dealing with each other well before both of their previous relationships ended. Because he said he was with his ex for a long time to where he acknowledges his ex's daughter as his own. And she was married to the man doing the interviews for a while. And one thing Trish's ex-husband is consistent and does not change in his story is that she was talking to him prior and his timelines always match up and all of that. I believe he was too, because it's so convenient that both of them was finally able to break up with their partners at the exact same time, to come together, to be together. And now so fast, they so in love and ready to get married before she could even divorce. It's given y'all been messing with each other on the low, probably for years, and you don't want that to come out because you Southern and polite. So yeah, I don't.
No,
Trish and
yeah,
her husband, mm-mm.
I heard Stormy was leaving the show, but she hasn't publicly come out and said it yet, has she? Because I have not publicly seen her come out and say that she's quit. So I don't know what to believe about that. I've heard
She
the
don't
rumors.
need the money. I don't know why she stays. And it's not like no shade, like this network is paying top dollar compared to
They
other
really not.
networks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so she don't need it. She's doing a lot. She just signed a partnership with TikTok and some other big companies, and she's popping up everywhere.
Um, I, I I don't know about this one
Or she down for
because
money.
yeah, I feel like that's more of a definitely like a true step. She definitely is like bad when it comes to money. Like we've seen that they're kind of like they have a lot of material possessions and stuff, and like we barely hear about the investments. We haven't heard what's going on between her and the COO of the company and that big ass lawsuit he filed. We still have not heard about that. I think that's still being settled allegedly. So, you know, I don't know. I don't
What
know
does
what to say about Stormy.
Courtney do? What does Courtney do?
Don't you work at the warehouse with her?
No, like what is his job?
Don't he works at the warehouse with her, doesn't he?
No, what is his job?
I just told you I don't know. Don't he work at the warehouse with her? Maybe he run the dock. I don't know. Shit.
Love is dope saying he got real estate. Okay, that would make sense because I'm like, he's like always around. They could cancel the show. He said it so casually. I'm like, come on, no, what's the job?
But that's what he do though. That's all. Look, I ain't seen him at no other real estate. I seen him at the warehouse. The only thing that would validate my point is if he start working the forklift and load that shit on the truck. That's the only thing that would validate my point. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what yeah. That's what I thought he did originally, but we haven't seen a scene with it yet. So that's why I'm like,
Because truck drivers are usually gone for long periods of time. He's like
that's
always
why I was
available.
like, I felt like that's what he did. That's why I was like, but I could, but as I said, the only time I've seen him is at the warehouse. That's why I was like, what else? I don't know what else he do other than that.
He
He
fired
fired
him.
her cousin as a manager, so he does something.
Oh.
Yeah. No one in this cast is transparent. Let it go, Carlos.
You know what? That's actually a good observation though, because these are questions that should be answered. And I'm thinking, like, I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I partake in the devil's lettuce quite often. So I'm like, maybe I got a little bit too lit and missed something, but I was just like, what does he do? Am I missing stuff? I'm starting to see now, and I appreciate y'all on these warehouse on these recaps. Like, they just don't tell us a lot. That's why they argue about the same thing in circles.
Exactly. So we don't know, but I just said just let it go. This current cast ain't giving, so just let it go. Oh yeah, he did say he judged trucks with Ken. I remember hearing that. That's why I was like, I know he did, but we once again we ain't never seen it. I only can attest to the things I see with my eyes. And what I saw with my eyes is that he was packaging stuff and he was working at the warehouse. That's all I've seen. So, you know,
Oh yeah, I don't trust Ken
um,
and Trisha. He drive trucks. He was probably driving trucks down there to Alabama. Mm-mm.
no,
We
we know
should
where
go
they
on
live.
the
They live in
lettuce
that
castle.
they they live in that tri-level home that they renovated and stuff like that. They live in that
With the
four
cheap black
bedroom.
looking kitchen.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, they live up in there. You know, they've been living up in there this whole time, but you know, they're all but we all millionaires sitting here. You know.
Tisha lived there for sure.
Hmm. Yeah, exactly. That's all I'm gonna say. Mhm. But yeah, yeah, we all millionaires sitting here. We all millionaires. Ain't that what you said? That like You couldn't tell it by me because I don't know millionaires that live like that. But okay,
Shayna.
Tisha and her husband.
Oh, that was a show they only lost money and got a small.
She said it's a 3 and a 2. Girls, you got to share this room. MJ, you in this room, and I guess I'm just in here. Yeah, we remember that absolutely.
And what
And what
about
about
the
those
six
sticks
and
and trees?
trees?
They Shayna.
What is happening with Shayna tonight?
I love it, Shayna. I'm telling you, I should have had you up here. You
She
coming up
said
here
those
when they the
sticks
show
and
come back.
trees. Shayna go, what these Shayna gonna do is read these people on these shows, but
But Phil, oh
politely,
my god.
politely for Phil. Okay. They seem to move a lot. And that's
No, well, here, Shayna, I'm gonna correct you. Maurice and Kimmy get new cars every season. I haven't seen them in about 5 different cars since
Kimmy
the
can
show has started.
go from this show. I am not
Oh yeah,
trying to be
definitely.
mean. I used to love
But
Kimmy, but
oh,
she's too
hey,
wishy-washy.
I'm
I'm
done.
tired of her.
Hey, Shay, I'm
Damn.
done. I'm done. Shout out to Nene Leaks, but I'm done. Charlie, I'm not gonna do this with me tonight. Oh my gosh. Uh-huh. I heard those are rental cars I use.
Oh Lord.
I mean, I don't know. I don't like to count people's pockets, and I ain't seen that Rolls Royce that he had with them by one season. I ain't seen that car again. I haven't. I see the G wagon. I see Kimmy's white Mercedes a lot. That orange Lamborghini definitely look like we ain't ever seen that car before.
Ain't no way
So
in hell these people got all these cars, but he couldn't afford to order a car to avoid the DUI. It don't make no sense.
right,
Yeah, I'm
exactly.
glad people agree because I'm like in earlier seasons I really did like Kimmy, but like in later time I'm just tired. I don't see what she brings. And I don't think her marriage is all of that either. They are like the least affectionate people that I have seen, aside from when he's wanting sex while
You
she's
know what it
going.
gives me? You remember when Brooke on Basketball Wives, y'all? We review Basketball Wives on Mrs. Best channel. But you remember how Brooke said that she wanted to be married in the latter years of her life? That's what Kimmy is giving to me.
Mm,
Is that she just wanted to be married
she got to that
because,
age.
yep,
Mm.
Kimmy has really, yeah, absolutely. I never liked Kimmy from season 1. I liked her. See, that's when I liked her. I liked Kimmy up until, unfortunately, her cancer diagnosis. Like, that's when I stopped liking her. Because to me, Maurice couldn't publicly come, if I was married to him, he couldn't publicly come out and say that, I forced her to have sex and all this kind of stuff, even though she probably not. Like, there's no way that could have been said. And I'm sitting right, no, there's absolutely not. I was done with Kimmy for that because there's no way you can publicly say that that is crass as hell. Because that lets me know how you really feel about me. I'm fighting for my life, and you talking about some damn sex.
Man,
Yeah.
my husband would probably be so tore up. That should be the last thing you're thinking about when your partner's fighting for their life. The cancer was the only damn
Damn, well,
shame.
damn. Well, me and Shane the opposite. So that's when I actually stopped liking her because I kind of felt like I need you to choose you in this situation, ma'am. I need you to choose you, not him in this situation. But that was pretty much y'all. We went down the whole rabbit hole, but that was fun. But as I said, I'm tired of arguing over the same shit. I'm tired of Mel and Destiny fighting over who knew Martell first and what happened with the side chick and all this. I'm tired of hearing it. That shit is old. Move on. I'm tired of Sunny and Destiny. I'm tired of this shit. I don't care when she had them. I don't care because that shit is stupid. Trish in this whole situation with Ken and her having a husband and a fiance, we ain't never gonna get the real story from her, obviously. So at the end of the day, I don't really care one way or the other with her. Um, I could see them bringing on Shanita, and I'm just not really looking forward to it because she was doing the most this episode. Um,
Well, Shanita did what your precious Tiffany would have did. She somehow helped.
I was trying not to bring up. I was trying to go
I mean,
live
you
without
hard
bringing
on
up
her, but
Tiffany.
you love you some Tiffany, James Jackson.
No, Tiffany would have did the way where it didn't come off like she was
Oh
bullying
hell
people.
no, you not. He said, "I'm a ride for her to the end." Lord James, I don't know. I'm just saying, hell. Somebody
I
got
think so. Oh,
those in
I knew
order.
Shayna was gonna do this. I knew Shayna was gonna do this. We this watch your mouth reviews is a Tiffany stand for Love and Marriage Huntsville. This
They done
show has
stressed
went
Tiffany
down.
out.
The
She
show has
don't want
went
to come back.
downhill since Tiffany went get off this show. We got please go. Yes, thank you, Miss Stayweather. Thank you, because I'm telling you, this show has went downhill since Tiffany left. I'm sorry. I have to say it. The
Well,
mess
it
went a
has
whole
gone
lot.
downhill though, because the fact that in one season there's been like 2 breaks already within the season tells me there wasn't enough to just give it to us at once. So it's okay to take your time, Carlos. Take your
Right,
time. Go back to the drawing
right.
board. It's all right. What? Wanda? Oh, hell no.
Love is dope. You know I love you, but
Wait a
hell no.
second.
Nope, 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 nope. Leave her where she is. I do not need to see that lady.
Wait, what? She bought sex toys. I gotta read the comments. Wait a second.
Wait a minute, HK. Hold on. Where that at?
What?
Hold on. Let me scroll this shit up real quick. Hold
Wait
on.
a second. She wasn't. She bought. Oh,
When this happened?
what? Oh, when the Holt's divorced, the show should have. That's right, Shayna. I felt that way. I was surprised
Mm-hmm.
and took a break from watching after they split. I was surprised because the show kept going. Hell. I want Nell gone too. And I know people
Oh,
didn't
that's who I'm
like that.
forgetting.
I
Mel, yes.
don't like Nell. I feel like she does too much to try to fit in with a different generation, which some older people are guilty of. But
What reunion, HK? Which reunion was that? I'll go back and watch it for sure because I don't remember this. So I will definitely go back and watch that reunion. Yeah, but Nell can go. Nell can go. I'm sorry. She was an epic fail.
you go
I
spoil
didn't.
your kids and then go crazy on them and then refuse therapy. Nell, go somewhere with your wigs,
Sunny
please.
Nell and Trish what can go? Oh, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Because Trish Trish lost me the first episode.
James has never liked Trish.
Nope, nope.
There's no one that needs to stay.
Pretty much, they all need to go at this point because there's nothing. We're not getting anywhere. We're not doing anything. Like the drama is so last 5 seasons. Like what else can we do? I think it was on the first one. Okay, I'm gonna go back on because y'all know the first reunion is my favorite because Egypt Sherrod was hosting that. Y'all know I love Egypt Sherrod, so I definitely will go back and watch it because I have that somewhere.
Mm.
That's who need to host the reunions. Carlos, bring Egypt back, please.
She
I know
held
you don't.
accountable.
She do. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Egypt was the best host of Love and Marriage Huntsville. She was. She was the best host. So bring her back just as like a snippet. Take that Shada. This comment right here. This comment right here. Because y'all know I'm right. Y'all know I'm right with this. I don't care what nobody say. Y'all know this show is like dry without. That's why Mel is working overtime to get this shit started. And it's looking so bad on her part because she had Tiffany. Because remember, she knew Tiffany before she knew any of these other cast members. So that's why I'm saying she got her best girlfriend that she knew was gonna turn this shit up. And that's what Tiffany did from day one. That's what I'm saying. Tiffany is needed. Absolutely.
Love and Marriage Huntsville fans are funny. They be so like in
Mhm.
different spaces of who's needed to be back, but Lord
I
help.
mean, I knew this was true, like, because we knew, because, Kimmy brought up the story about taking her son to go get his hair cut. Maurice used to cut his hair. We knew all that, but I'm talking about the sex toys. I'm going to have to go back and watch that. Oh, Shayna cracked me up with this comment, though. She said, we. I'm just saying, like, that's just y'all can act like this show ain't went downhill since Tiffany left, but y'all can act like that ain't what it is. But to me,
No,
that drama.
I think it's been dead before Tiffany left. I agree with Shayna. When the Holt's divorced, it was kind of like The show's called Love and Marriage, and y'all kept going after a divorce. He could have took like divorced people from Love and Marriage and created like a spinoff for them to go to or something. But yeah,
All I know is Shayna with this comment here. That's a good point to bring up because let me tell y'all something. Y'all brought Portia back with this big ass like explosion, and y'all bringing Phaedra back to act like this. I'm telling y'all now, Bravo in that call center. I know this is the wrong video to bring this up, but I'm telling y'all now, I'm going in if that show ain't at least bit spectacular. Shout out to Keith Wood. It better be, I'm telling you, better be Chef's Kiss. It better be the best Real Housewives of Atlanta episode I have seen since season one. Or not even season one, season two, Mr. Lindsay Lohan Dad. It better be his best like that. Because that shit was still live rent free in my head. So we'll see. But that's pretty much it, y'all. The host messed up the show.
that's also true. That's also very,
I
very
can't
true.
disagree with that comment. I can't
Yeah,
disagree with that comment at all. Because
yeah.
they did
They caused
fuck
a
up.
divide, a literal divide. And it's
Mhm.
like,
And then
it's
the divide got messy somewhere in between that. So I can't disagree with that comment. I really can't. That's a good point to bring up. Production messed up the show too, focus. Yeah, they did because now, and that's why I'm saying Mel trying so hard and see, and that's where and this is why she brought Tiffany on the show because she was trying to prevent it always being on thing, and that's why Tiffany stirred up all this shit. But that's why nobody likes her. But that's at the same time, she kept the shit going. Hmm. But they're also the main reason why we started watching to begin with. Yes and no. Yeah, they're responsible for the show being where it is, and yes, we all were invested in where this relationship was going, and then the side baby, and then all this and everything. Yeah, we were invested, but at some point, the arguing and the who cheated on who first, and all this kind of got old. And even in this dinner scene with the ladies and Destiny trying to defend herself against choosing Martell over Melody, it was kind of like that's the old as well because they have not been cool since what season 4 or 5. So it's like, yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, because I promise you in real life, like I don't care if you married or friends or whatever the hell, couples, relationships, people ain't in each other's business to this extent.
Hmm.
They just not. So I definitely see a change from everybody as a whole on the cast from season one. That's clear, which is common of anybody on TV. But with these people, I think the production choosing to focus on the Holtz unintentionally caused other cast members to feel like they were biased, especially with the fact that Mel is a producer on the show. And that's probably why we will constantly see the same shit. Tisha coming for her, Kimmy being wishy washy, avoiding talking about her marriage, and then these random new people with heavy wigs like Trish. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, I'm mad the show's going on hiatus because I feel like just finish this shit out. Like, just finish it out, and we can just go from here. Like, and then y'all rebrand this shit and do something differently. Or Carlos, scrap this shit because it's 8 seasons in. You had a good run with this show. You had a great run. Do something. Find another family empire. Like, do Family Empire New York or Family Empire Detroit or Family Empire LA. Focus on that because with Family Empire Houston, that ended up being a great show. So I think he needs to put the focus and leave Love and Marriage Huntsville where it is.
And
Now,
find
give
somebody
Mel.
popular on TikTok or social media because I see a lot of big, like generational families that are black and that you could all over the country in real estate. Like he has so many options, but he's stubborn is his problem. And based on the condition of Love and Marriage Detroit, and that's his home city, and the bullshit that he allows that to be, I have no faith in Carlos King no more.
Yeah, because if y'all didn't watch that video, go ahead and watch the replay. Because I can't even, I don't know where that show begins or ends. It's just, I'm just here because I need the content. Ain't nothing else going on right now. All my shows are coming in the latter years. So I'm picking up Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. That will be on my channel. I have Married to Medicine on my channel. I have Real Housewives of Potomac on my channel. What else do I have coming up on my channel that's going to be coming back on TV? Bell Collective, wherever the fuck that is, that's supposed to be on my channel too. So we'll see where that goes because I need to. All these blogs coming about Bell Collective, we don't know when that's coming back. But I'm gonna be here for it because I'm ready for them. I'm ready for everybody. So we'll see what happens with that. But I feel like yeah, his focus is on the wrong show. He needs to be doing another Family Empire show, and I can't wait to see it. Hell, it can be a Family Empire Huntsville. Hell, you got a family out there that own a whole bunch of land that can do the same shit. Now I don't care where it happens, as long as it happens. It's coming in November. Okay. 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 Well then, hell, shit, we got a show then because I'm ready for it. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for Married to Medicine. I'm ready for Real Housewives of Potomac. I'm ready for Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. I'm ready for it all. So we gonna be here. But yes, I love Bell Collective too.
Bone
So
Collective's a good show. It's a good
mhm.
show.
It is. It's a good show. Um, Y'all gonna let me get off this here because if I tell Shayna my favorite character was Dr. Antoinette before she left. Let me get off here for Shayna get me. But that was it. That was Love and Marriage Huntsville. I can't call this a recap or review because we just went in on them. This was fun. I had a good time with y'all. Shout out to my peoples in the chat. HK, Love is Dope, Shayna _ MCD. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my girl's channel now because she be giving it. So see,
Yes, yes,
see,
yes, yes, yes.
See, see. But I love my girl. I love Shayna. This is my day one, so I love her. So that's all right.
We need to do a
Um,
live where we just discuss opinions on shows
I
and
know we should. I know Shayna. I'm gonna hit you up. We're gonna do that because I feel like we definitely need to get Shayna on here so we can talk about these own shows. Shout out to Love is Dub, Abyss They Winning. Who else was in here with us today? I don't want to miss anybody. Got you, got you, got you, got you, got you, got you. Okay, so that was pretty much everybody. So once again, thank you guys for showing up on this lovely Sunday. I appreciate you. We're gonna be on Mrs. Best channel on Tuesday for Basketball Wives. We'll be back on my channel Wednesday for Real Housewives of Dubai. That will be the reunion episode, and then also Mrs. Best channel for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And then pretty much I only have Love and Marriage Detroit until Salt Lake City comes back. And yes, I will be doing Salt Lake City because, as I said, I keep my promises. They brought Mary back full time. I said I will do it if Mary comes back because they wasn't bringing back Monica. So, you know.
And I'm not recapping Baddies or the Cabaret. Stop emailing me about it.
Oh, did you? I'm glad y'all ain't emailing me because y'all
People
know I ain't
ask
finna.
me to recap it all the time. I'm like, I don't even have.
Someone asked me to do the first time buyer show on, and I wanted to do it, y'all. I did, but I didn't get the area, and
It's
I didn't want to.
more like House Hunter vibes
Yeah, it
versus
did.
like an actual like show or structure about real estate like the Bradens.
Yeah, that's not my kind of show, y'all. I'm sorry, but if y'all have any shows, drop them in the comments. Let me know what y'all would like to see me review. But I'm staying off Zeus. I'm not doing the Zeus shows. Do not ask because I am not doing that. That is not something I enjoy. So yeah, it
What
is
do
too
we
hard.
want
That's
to go
why.
through? Them getting drunk, performing for a second, and then they attack each other in some open space. My hairdresser be putting it on when she doing my hair, and I'm like, this is what happens. It be the whole episode. They just fight. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't got time. But that's it, you guys. I appreciate y'all being here once again, sharing your Sunday night with me. I love all of you guys, and a reasonable doubt, I will think about that one. But yes, thank you guys so much once again for being here. I love you guys. Mrs. Best, thank you for joining me on this Sunday Night Live. I will see you guys this week. See you guys later.